So what's up? Welcome back to the Dice Tower. I'm Bryan Drake. Taking a look at some Heroclix reviews. Today we're looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie Gravity Feed. This original set was one of the best sets in Heroclix. I loved the movie set as well as the comic set of Guardians of the Galaxy. When you start running those, oh gosh, I'm losing the keyword. Those Kree teams, you start running those Kree teams against people, Kree Swarm, it got ridiculous there. So my brother was notorious for doing that. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, let's crack this open, see what's inside of here, see what kind of pieces are in here. Obviously you can see on the side of the box, we've got Drax, which if you've seen that Drax style already, he's pretty sweet. Drax, Gamora, Rocket over here, and the Star-Lord, nice Peter Quill sculpt. Over here on this side, you got that guy who was Yondu's friend, Rocket and Baby Groot combo duo. Oh, I hope it's a duo. And you got Yondu there, and then I can't remember who this gold dude is. I don't know if that's Ego, Kurt Russell's character, or not, but let's crack it open, take a look. So the way we're gonna do this, I'm gonna open them up from here. I'll walk them over to the camera, show them just so we can get a good view of everything. Gonna kind of do unboxing style here, if you don't mind. So this one might be a little bit longer. If you don't want to watch this part, speed it up. I've already ripped this one open because I couldn't wait till the video, to be honest with you. I've ripped two of them open. We have Baby Groot. Tell me this Baby Groot sculpt is not just adorable. Again, that's kind of what got me into Heroclix, was I saw the sculpt for Sinestro and War of Light, and I was like, I have to start playing this game, and I did, and this is what happened. So you got Baby Groot. Is that not adorable? Look at that guy. He's just cute. Cute as a little button, right? But let's take a look at something else. Let's go a little bit further here. I'll set some of these up. Just toss this on the floor, because I'm lazy. Coming up next with the second one I open, we've got Mantis. Now, I remember Mantis in the Guardians of the Galaxy comic set was actually a really great piece. The Mantis plays interesting part in the trailer, if you've seen that already. So by the time you're watching this, you may have already seen the movie and know if she's great or not. Getting the excitement now. Opening. Oh, snap. We have Gamora. She's common number 6. All the stats on the back starts top dollar perplex. You have to love a good top dollar perplex, especially for, how many points is she? 65 points. Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, martial artist and warrior. Really great sculpt there. These movie sculpts are always super good. Some of the poses aren't as dynamic as some of the other sets. Again, I always harken back to this because, oh my lord, that's an amazing sculpt. But that's okay, because they all have that really realistic look. And that's what's interesting, is getting that photorealistic look on some of these sculpts versus a cartoon kind of look. In here, we've got Kraglin. This is the guy I was talking about. He's the buddy of Yondu. So, gotta love old Kraglin. Kraglin the Cragster. I really don't think that's his name, actually, but we could go with that. Kraglin the Cragster. Take a look at that. Looking angry. Nice little mohawk. Real mohawk, not a synthetic mohawk like Yondu's. Again, if you're watching this and you're just seeing the sculpture, we're gonna take a look at pretty much all of these dials too. Uh-oh, look at here. Got the man himself, Peter Quill. Check this out, Star-Lord. Great sculpt. Pretty sure that Chris Pratt would be happy with that. Look at that. Have 12% of a plan, gotta love it. And you know, because I think there's only about 10, 12 pieces to a set. You're gonna get some repeats in the Gravity Feed, and that's okay. Ravager. Where's Ravager? Let's see. Okay, so Ravager and Kraglin have the same sculpt, I think, with a color difference, but clearly Ravager's a little bit different than Kraglin. Nice big trait and several point costs, so that's always good to have some variability in point costs there. 4 different places to play him at. Sovereign, okay. Sovereign, I'm not sure who this is. Doesn't give me any information on the back either about the character. It says density reassignment. Sovereign can use toughness and willpower. When he has 1 action token, he can use invulnerability. When he has 2 action tokens, he can use impervious. Okay, so it gets tougher to hit the more action tokens he has. So you're gonna want to push him a little bit, I think. Except he doesn't have any kind of willpower, so that's tricky. Oh, here it is, Rocket and Groot. Again, I don't know if these even have rarity anymore, but Rocket and Groot, nice little fold out dial with the Groot twig. This is awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Rocket and Groot, and then the Groot twig is a Pog, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. You can pop out the Groot twig, throw them out there as a little Pog. Yes, that is awesome. 70 point. Does it have the durability? It doesn't have the durability, which is pretty cool. So you have the ability to throw out a Groot Pog. Who we got here? We have Rocket by himself. Yes. Number 1, Rocket. Doubling down. The Rockets from the movie sets were always great. Always, always great. So look at that. A little plus sign there. I wonder what he ignores. Oh, there's still more in here, my friends. Nebula. She is the chase, I think, out of this one, because she's got the gold chase. So Nebula. Yes. Cutting deep. Nebula can use Blades Claws Fangs. When she does, she may instead roll 2d6 and choose one as a result. That is ridiculous. Gotta love that, man. Choosing your blades result. Just doubling the ability to hurt with blades at 100 points. Now, 100 points is pretty steep, though, so I really want to take a look at her dial. Again, we're going to kind of breeze through some of them, like the some of these smaller pieces. Obviously, I'll kind of talk about keywords and such, but man, Nebula, she's really, really cool. And a cool sculpt there. We got another rocket here. And we might have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We might have the whole set, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And if that's the case, I'll just kind of zip through these real quick and let you know if anything new comes up. But I think we're missing the Drax. Let's see what, yep, never mind. There he is right there. Drax. Look at that. And that's it, low. So that is all of the figures that are unique. Obviously, we've got a lot of duplicates there, but we've got the entire set. Now, I don't know how they're doing, if they're doing a Target and then or mass market and a game store exclusive or whatever, or FLGS one, but let's take a look now at some of these dials and see what they do and examine them and see how they play compared to some of the other pieces right now. Let's start with the mean one herself, Nebula. So we've got here, she's got Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, that's an interesting keyword. So there's going to be a twist in the movie then maybe. Minions of Thanos, Assassin, Cosmic, and Pilot. There's that blades I was talking about. Then there you go, Charge and Flurry. So if you can do the Charge, Flurry, and the double blades, that's so sick. And then what does she start with? Top dial, Outwit. Oh, as if it didn't get better. So she's got the Charge, Flurry, Blades, Outwit. That is ridiculous. And then she rolls on the probability control with an 11-2 for 100 points, man. She could potentially have some play there coming in. Let's take a look now. If I don't drop it on the floor and make you sick, let's take a look now at this Rocket Groot duo. So you see the Rocket Groot duo. Here's the sculpt again in case you missed it. How adorable is that? I mean, really? Come on. That's so cool. Rocket Groot duo. Here's his actual dial here. No special powers, you notice. There's not a special power on this card. There are some traits, though. So it says, I'm Groot. Give Rocket and Groot a free action to place the adjacent Groot trig bystander if there's not one already out there. Then you see those right there. You can kind of pause and see what that does. And then over here is the Groot Twigs abilities right there. So enhancement. You can enhance Rocket, which is always a plus. Basic Rocket himself, let's take a look at that. What does Basic Rocket have? I say Basic Rocket. I mean Rocket without a Groot piggyback is Stand Still, you vermin. Rocket can use Mastermind and Super Senses. He can use Mastermind regardless of point value if a friendly character shares a keyword with Rocket. So he can just sling damage to everybody else who's got the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, which Drax might be the one to sling that to, and we'll see in a minute. Probability control, top dial, 10 energy explosion with, I think it's 2 targets. Yeah, he's got 2 targets. So not a bad little piece for, what is he, 65 points. Probability control, 10-3, always fun. Super senses with, he's not tiny size, how funny. Okay, so super senses there. Let's look at the old Drax himself. Drax, you can see his dial on WizKids.com or Heroclix.com too. What a great sculpt. But the Path of Vengeance. Drax can use Colossal Stamina ability, modifies combat values by +1 for each action token on him. When he clears action tokens, you may heal him 1 click. So if you keep him at, if you push him every turn, you can potentially heal, which is pretty great. If you push then clear, kind of play your action economy out a little bit. And that's what he has. Here's his dial. Here's numbers. So you're looking at a 6-10, 16-3. So Invincible's not bad to have there, but he doesn't get that special damage power of if an opposing character is within line of fire, Drax can use Battle Fury. He doesn't get that until second click. So again, that's good if you're going to rush in there and hit somebody who needs to be shape change heavy. Let's see, Star-Lord. Have 12% of a plan. It says Star-Lord can use leadership and outwit. When he rolls a critical hit, he can use outwit 2 more times this turn. That is ridiculous. He's 70 points. There's the rest of his stuff. He is pretty basic dial, actually. 7-10 pin psi, sidestep pin psi, energy, shield deflection, and then Oh, that's a damage power. I totally thought that was a trait. I was just like, it's usually because it's at the top like that. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, what does that say? Guardians of the Galaxy, Spartoy, and then Pilot and Soldier. Okay, cool. So we're getting a little Jason Spartoy potentially. Kraglin. Let's take a look at Kraglin, because they are very similar to Ravager. Carry out his orders, ya bums. Adjacent friendly characters that are equal points or less than the Ravager's keywords can use willpower. Okay, so that was kind of the whole thing about this. What did I mention a minute ago? I mentioned something about pushing. Maybe that wasn't him. Anyway, Kraglin right there. Pretty basic little dial. He's, what, 50 points? Cool little piece. So Groot. So I'm Groot over here. Yeah, I'm Groot. Groot can use sidestep. Friendly characters within 1 square can use move and ignores elevated terrain. Use an enhancement and shape change. Always good to have an enhancement on this team because there's a lot of range stuff. That's what he's looking at right there, and that's that enhancement and shape change. So pretty great stuff. And he's got poison down dial. He's got poison down dial. So smoke cloud. So he's definitely not the attacker that he was in the first set, which is interesting. Let's look down here at Gamora, see what she's got. Gamora, straight up vanilla dial, no special powers. She is indomitable though, so there's that. And then here's those combat values. Not bad for charge, precision strike, and then you've got the perplex on top dial. That's always a fun combo. Anybody who can perplex himself, it's usually a good Ravager. Take a look at that right there. That's the ones about the different point cost. You may pay 20 points for this character. If you do at the beginning of the game, choose the starting line. So basically he's got, you can play him at either 20 or 10, I think is what it says. You may pay 10 points each for up to 4 of this character. You do at the beginning of the game. An opponent must choose a distinct starting line for each one. Okay, so you can have 4 of them at 10 points apiece, but they all have to start on a different starting line, I think. Ravager hits with an attack after action resolve. Give this character an action token. So it's basically a super incapacitate, which is nice. Always a good thing. Got a lot of powers there, but that only makes sense if you don't know. I mean, it doesn't make sense if you don't turn it over and see that there's all those starting lines there. So that's what Ravager's got. And then last but not least, I think we look at Mantis and Sovereign. I thought she was missing her arm. She's not. Mantis also looks like a vanilla dial, but she does have some ignores, hindering terrain, charge, probability control. Is she a cheap prob? Oh, she's 55 points. So charge, precision strike, 3 damage. Nice. Then she goes into charge, precision strike, 2 damage with, what is that? Close combat expert? Yeah. Okay. So she's a fighter. She's got her own prob down dial. So fun little piece actually right there for Mantis. And then last but not least is Sovereign. He's got that gold face. We kind of took a look at that in a second ago. A little bit of a, he's kind of a, wow. He's kind of a mixture of some different stuff. So, yeah, what a weird piece. Somebody can find a use for that. What's the 25 point value? He's down there. Okay, so he's your support piece at 25 points. Up top, he's just a, he's kind of a medium attacker, medium range attacker and all that kind of stuff. You know, 10-3, 10-2 with a perplex. So he's always very much supporty, but, you know, you kind of see you can find a place for him. His keyword is pilot. Period. So if you need a pilot, there you go. It's his only keyword. So that wraps up our look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Heroclix movie set. We got a chase out of this. We got Nebula to chase. She's really cool, as well as some great figures, great sculpts. A lot of hero pose going on, kind of that more static look. I like the Star-Lord one. A lot of that shiny paint to it. So sculpts look great for a movie set. It looks really, really good. Quality is there. The Rocket looks a little bit different than the last time Rocket was a sculpt. I think the coloration's a little bit different, and that might be a thing with the movie. It might not, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was an incredible set. Volume 2 looks like it's going to be really fun as well. I'm really looking forward to getting these on the table to kind of play them out a little bit, especially with those enhancements with Groot and the Groot twig. So fun stuff there. So that is the Heroclix Volume 2 Guardians of the Galaxy. Check out the Dice Tower, me especially, the latest retro Bryan Drake, for more Heroclix views. If you didn't see the con exclusive videos, make sure to check those out for the 2017 con exclusives. And we hope to have more Heroclix videos up here showing you some different facets about the game. If you stumbled on this video and you've never heard of Heroclix before, you might be like me. I was browsing a website one day and saw, hey, there's a miniature Sinestro with a little dial attached to him. Wait, you're telling me you move it around on this little board? It's got these nice paper maps, and you click this and it changes their powers as well as damages them, and when it hits KO, you know they're done. I'm sold. Any character, thousands of characters to choose from. Try Heroclix. It is a freaking awesome game. You can get starter sets, you can get booster packs, you can pick. If you don't want to go the collectible route, you say, well, I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole, pick the characters you want. Say you like the Justice Society of America, there's a Jay Garrick up there, and there's an Alan Scott right here. Pick them. You pick who you want, and there's a Heroclix for it. I promise you that. There's even Ninja Turtles now, so check out those con exclusive videos as well. Again, I'm Bryan Drake with the latest retro, taking a look at some Heroclix. Thanks, WizKids, for the review stuff here to take a look at. And until next time, we'll see you. Make sure to check out WizKids.com, Heroclix.com, as well as the Dice Tower. Make sure you get all the info you can from the Dice Tower. Great website, great group of people. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.